Amal, Unbound, Chapter 25. I stepped into the garden as the sun was rising. Flecks of pink and violet streaked across the sky. I'd spent another night pressing Nasreen Baji's head. She was finally asleep when I slipped out, the dark eye mask covering her face. My own eyes burned from exhaustion. Nabila's words kept playing in a loop in my mind since yesterday. A gray sparrow landed steps from my feet. Safa used to chase any bird that dared to land near our house. Omar teased her with a reward if she ever caught one. Until now, I didn't realize how memories clumped together. Remembering one unlocked another and then another, until you were drowning in a tidal wave threatening to sweep you away. I thought, as time passed, my memories would hurt less, but grief was a funny thing. One minute I thought I'd made my peace, and the next I remembered my house so clearly I could almost touch it. The longing threatened to claw my insides raw. Tears slipped down my cheek. Why did I do it? Why did I let my temper get the better of me that day outside the market? Regret, I was learning, was the sharpest knife there was. The sparrow pecked the ground a moment longer before she fluttered her wings and flew above the tree line, over the brick walls and out of sight. I felt someone else's presence. Looking back, I tensed. It was Nabila. "It's hard, but it gets easier with time," she said. "That's impossible. What I do is keep my family, my friends, my old life, all in a separate part of my heart and try not to go there too often. The more parts you keep closed, the less it can hurt you." But I couldn't forget my family and friends. It did hurt to think about them, but I was not going to forget them just because I was bound to this estate. If I stopped remembering my life before this, what reason would I have to go on? "It helps to look forward to things," she said. "I'm visiting my family in a few months. I'll get to see my brothers and sisters, my cousins too." She smiled. It was the first time she smiled at me. Without the harshness of her downturned lips, she was beautiful. Maybe Mumtaz's words had settled in. Maybe she finally understood my circumstances were the same as hers. Whatever the reason, I appreciated the truce. "I also like spending time in the garden," she continued. "I look forward to feeding Chotu every day. It's not much, but having things to be happy about, even little things, helps. Sometimes I go to the marketplace down the street from here. They have all kinds of things there, even books sometimes." "There's a market?" I asked her. "Yes, just about 5-minute walk from here," she said. "I don't have any money to buy anything, but I like browsing the snack stall and looking at the different fabrics for sale." "We can go to the market all by ourselves. If we finish our work and no one needs us, why not?" I looked at the brick walls surrounding the property. Who knew when I'd have enough free time to actually see the market for myself? But the thought of walking past the gates and being away from this house, even for just a few hours, eased a little of the ache settling into my chest.